Welcome back to Atlanta and Company, everyone. I'm Christine Pilara. It's great to be with you this morning. Well, if you've ever been to the Vinings area, then I'm sure you're very familiar with Vinings Jubilee, a shopping and dining hub. And one of those great dining options is the Grape on Paces Ferry. Joining me this morning is Executive Chef Paul Agnelli. Good morning to you, Paul.
Good morning to you.
Or Chef, as I should say.
Paul's
How
fine.
are you?
Outstanding. How are you?
I'm great. I'm very excited. When I first moved to town 6 years ago, the Grape was one of my haunts. I used to hang out there. I love what you do with your wines and your food. And for those people out there who aren't familiar with it, tell us all about it.
Which part, the wine or the
Both.
food? The food, I came on board about a year and a half ago, a little more, because we really wanted to make it a little more about food, not just the little plates, which we certainly have, but get entrees in, and also make it more food and wine friendly. You know, how the food pairs with the wine, how they go together.
I love that.
And we changed our menu now seasonally, so we're just getting into our spring summer menu, a little lighter fare as opposed to the fall winter. So that's what we're going to show you today, is a switch from one of our dishes we did in the winter, how we're switching it into the summer type thing. As far as the wine, we do what we do is a program called Wine Discoveries every month, which is either a different region or maybe a different producer or just a different theme. And it's not so much about just learning about the wine, such as, oh, it tastes like raspberries, oh, it has licorice, but it's about the story behind the wine, who made the wine, why they came up with the name, why they made that particular wine. So it's kind of fun. We do 3 wines every month in a flight, and it always has a different theme. This month we're doing wines of Villa San Juliet, which ties into the owners of the vineyard are the producers for American Idol. So we thought it was a good tie-in and things like that. So it's always something going on. But it doesn't have to be those 3 wines. We have over 70 wines by the glass.
I know, I
and
love
we
it.
will taste you on every one until we find one that you like. So whether you're a novice wine drinker and you want to learn, or whether you're an experienced wine drinker, we also do wines by the bottle, all the way up into the cult Pinots like Costa Brown and things like that, the Continuum from the Mondavi family. Anything like that, we have at all ranges. So
I love it.
Just come in and...
I'm more of the novice. I know what I like once I'm having it, but as far as ordering it, that's where it gets a little tricky for me. I like it, as I'm trying to describe it, and that's where all of your staff is so well versed, and they really kind of help somebody like me along the way. But let's get started cooking. Let's do it.
During the winter, we did our salmon dish on a butternut squash succotash, which has got cream and it's a nice dish, but it's more of a winter dish. So we want to lighten that up for the summer along with a lot of our dishes. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to get our salmon searing real quick, and then I'll tell you everything I'm going to do with it.
Okay.
So we've got a nice salmon. We're going to season that on both sides with just a little salt and black pepper.
A little olive oil. Salmon is so good for you.
Okay, we'll let that start cooking.
Healthy heart fish, right?
Yep. And then we are going to make a little white bean salad.
Oh, I love that.
This is going to be room temperature, so if you make it ahead of time, you can just kind of pull it out and let it sit, which is a good thing to do.
Perfect.
So what we have, we want to keep it colorful. A lot of things going on when you cook. Obviously, it has to taste good, but before anyone ever tastes it, they're going to look at it. They're probably going to smell it, so you want to start with fresh fish. If you cook a piece of fish, it's been sitting there it's not so fresh, then before people even eat it, you're true. Before people even eat it, they're going to say, they're going to go like that, which you don't want. Then they're going to look at it. So you want it to be pretty. So I like to have a lot of colors going on in my dishes. So we have our white beans. Okay.
I love white beans.
I do too. Some marinated artichoke hearts.
All right, you're speaking my language so far.
Now we're going to get a little color. We roasted off some yellow peppers earlier and julienne those.
Okay.
So we're going to get those in there. Then we started quartering some grape tomatoes, and you can quarter them, you can leave them whole, you can cut them in half, however you want to do that.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to tie the whole dish together.
Excuse me.
Still battling your cold?
I am.
A little bit of fresh herbs. Fresh herbs are great during the summer. They're great all the time, but really fresh herbs, and they can be anything you want. If you like dill, you can use more dill, but it's dill, chives, a little bit of thyme, parsley, so just a little bit of fresh herbs. We're going to season that with salt and pepper. That
is very pretty, yes. I love the bright colors.
And then we've got a little bit of roasted garlic oil. Okay. And what we do is if you want to roast off whole cloves of garlic, just at about 300 degrees in some olive oil, and then just let it sit. Don't burn them, and then save that oil, and you've got this beautiful, you can even smell that nice roasted garlic.
Delicious.
So that's a good way to add some flavors to it. So we're just going to mix that up.
And it wouldn't be as overpowering as using real garlic, I imagine. So that's
good. So we've got this salad.
That looks just beautiful.
We're going to get that on the plate.
And you know, I did notice, because I hadn't been to the Grape in a few months, maybe even longer,
Why
just
not?
with having the kids and not going out. Hey, not going out much is the real reason. But when we went back, gosh, it was probably about 8 months ago when I noticed that your menu had expanded and there were so many great, before I thought of it as the small plates, as you said, but now, I mean, we all got tremendous portions, great, you know, lunch items, dinner items that were so satisfying, along with, of course, pairing them with your favorite glass of wine. You can't go wrong.
You cannot.
Okay, I'm joking, I'm joking.
Okay, we're going to flip this over. So we
Oh,
got a nice
beautiful.
sear there, so that'll finish up in about a minute.
Okay.
Now we're going to make something to top this with. Okay, and we're going to do a little, you probably thought I had a little pile of trash sitting over here, but
No, I
what
didn't.
I've got, you did. You were talking about it off camera.
I was like, what is he doing? Can we get somebody else?
Okay, we've got a little bit of shaved asparagus, and it's just what it
Oh.
says. Take your peeler and just real lightly let the peeler do the work, and we're just shaving the asparagus off. So we take that, and when you do it that thin, it's not tough, it's not chewy, anything like that.
You're
so
kidding.
It's going to make a nice little salad. And again with the color, so we're going to use some diced roasted red peppers now.
So creative, I love it.
Then we've got a little bit of corn, which we hit on a real hot pan briefly.
Okay.
Okay. And then I have just a little bit of sherry vinaigrette here.
Ooh.
Real easy. Sherry vinegar makes a really nice vinaigrette. It's got a little sweetness to it. It's not too acidic, so we got that with a little bit of our garlic oil and shallots.
Okay.
Not a lot. We don't want that to overpower anything.
Right.
Season that up. Okay, so now we have this little salad, which is going to be our topper.
Great.
Okay. With our
That looks
asparagus.
fabulous. I love a good piece of salmon.
Okay, well, I hope you're going to love this one.
All right. And what's another popular fish that you like to incorporate into your dishes at the restaurant?
None, just salmon.
Just the salmon? Okay,
No,
good.
we,
I was like, all right, sounds good to me.
We also do scallops.
Oh, I love scallops,
And we
too.
get some really great scallops. I actually did a version of our scallops the last time I was here, it was about a year ago, and we do that with a haricot vert salad. Again, for the spring and summer, we want to get more into salads and things like that. We run a lot of specials with black grouper and really just whatever we can get fresh, Chilean sea bass, whatever we can
I
get
love
fresh
sea bass.
of the day. So
Excellent.
now we have this, and we're going to take our salad and just mix it up so we get all our colors involved here, and just kind of make a little pile.
Let me tell you something, and I think Leonard could vouch for this, our floor manager. We have lots of chefs that come on the show. You're like a pro. I mean, you did it in exactly the right time, smooth as silk. You have a TV show I don't know about? You should. You should. You be my partner. Come on every
My
week.
boss is sitting right to your right, so
He's
keep
good.
that
I'm
under
telling you.
wraps. So now,
That is beautiful.
to finish this, the last thing, I have some white truffle oil.
Okay.
Which you can get at Whole Foods, Harry's.
Okay.
Even these days, your Kroger's going to have them. So we took our fresh herb mixture.
Okay.
And just put a little white truffle oil in there, and that's how we're going to finish the dish, with just a little more color and a little bit of flavor. We're going to drizzle that around.
Absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to take a bite.
So I work at all three restaurants. I work mainly out of the Vinings Jubilee area.
Okay.
It's just a great area. It's a great location. It's got a great neighborhood feel
It
to
sure
it.
does. It's so
really,
fun.
all the restaurants. We have 3 locations here in Atlanta. Vinings is my favorite. It's just got a great feel to it. So if anyone comes out, please ask for me. I'm usually there. If not, I'm at Phipps or sometimes Atlantic Station. But usually at Vinings, and I'd love to see everyone there. It's their 25th anniversary.
Good.
They've actually built a little stage right outside of the Grape. They're going to have bands there like once a month.
How fun.
A lot of fun. So it's a great place to be. I encourage everyone, even if you're not in that area, make the trip out.
Make the
'cause
trip,
it's
absolutely.
a lot of
It's a
fun.
great family-friendly area, and you better be careful. People be asking for you like
That's
crazy.
fine.
All right.
That's fine.
Thank you, Chef. It was
Absolutely.
awesome.
My
what
pleasure.
a pleasure. And if you would like some more information about the Grape at Vinings Jubilee, please visit them online at thegrape.com.